Hey everyone, it's time for some music fundamentals, and I'm Adam Lefevre Hughes, and here in the sanctuary at St. Peter's. So we've talked about different skips, and we've got stepwise motion, skips, which are those thirds, it's like skip counting, and leaps, which are those really big jumps that you give a lot of air for so that you don't miss it. But if you do miss it, it's okay. And we talked a little bit about general feel, right? We talked about the march kinds of tempo or time signatures, and we talked about the dancey ones, the ones that have three parts to them. I thought we should spend a little time talking about rhythm. Okay, so everything about rhythm is relative, and this is the hardest part about it. But let's just agree for now that a quarter note that looks like that, a quarter note gets one beat. Okay, so if a quarter note gets one beat, a half note, which is 2 times a quarter note, right? Remember your fractions, quarter, half, yeah. A half note, which looks like that, gets 2 beats, right? Okay, so you've got a quarter note that gets 1 beat, and a half note gets 2 beats. What's a beat, you might ask? It's the thing, it's the feel you have about the music moving forward, right? If you think about holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, holy, holy, holy. You hear how those first notes are quarter notes, holy, holy, right? And then the next one's holy. Yeah, each one of those is 2 counts long, right? Because I did this twice for each one. Holy. And you notice this doesn't change at all. It stays constant. So that's what a beat is. Quarter note is 1, half note is 2. There are also eighth notes. Eighth notes, if you see 2 of them together, they look like that, or if you see 1 of them, they look like that. And an eighth note is, of course, we know that a fourth or a quarter divided by 2 equals an eighth, which means that a quarter note is 2 eighth notes. 2 eighth notes take up the space of a quarter note. So that means we have, a couple of different notes to keep track of, but they all relate to one another. So if you're going along with your quarter note like this, and you have some eighth notes, they would go bum, 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 right? Quarter notes, bum, 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 and half notes, ba, ba, bum, yeah. And of course there are whole notes, and let's see, if a half note is 2 quarter notes, well, that would make a whole note, 2 half notes. Ba. Yeah. So we have all these different kinds of notes, and I found a really great hymn that shows how all this works, and that's "The King of Love, My Shepherd Is." It starts out with 2 eighth notes, the King, right? And then the next note is a half note. So if you're going along thinking, "The King of Love, my shepherd is," right? So those eighth notes, they take up the space of 1 beat. The half notes take up space of 2 beats, and the quarter note, they take up 1. Yeah, it takes a little getting used to, but once you start getting the relative nature of it, it makes a lot of sense. So let's sing "The King of Love, My Shepherd Is." It goes like this. The King of love, my shepherd is, whose goodness faileth never. I nothing lack if I am his, and he is mine forever. So there we have it. Thanks for singing with me, and I'll see you next week. Bye.